Who's that? He the big homie now? Alright, man. I tell you one thing though. He was around some official niggas. I give him that. He was around some official niggas. I will give him that. Them niggas he was around was official. To the bone gristle. They was official tissue. Yeah, your big homie though, man. That's your big homie. I mean, look. He's an experiment on a lot of levels. Tekashi an experiment on a lot of levels, man. He an experiment on a lot of levels. We get to see what happens to snitches. We get to see firsthand what happens to snitches. Okay? So none of this snitches get stitches shit. We gonna see firsthand what happens to snitches. Okay? We get to see firsthand what happens to snitches, alright? Ain't no, ain't no controversy. We gonna get to see firsthand what happens to snitches. Firsthand. Okay? I don't think gangs have become Instagram experiment. I think that, you know, it just is what it is. I think the gangs are still the gangs. They just, like, I mean, it was one time when we used to have to write letters. And then the phones came out. And everybody was on phones, and it was like, phones was the new shit. Phones was the new shit. Everybody had to have phones. If you didn't have a phone, you was fucking lame. And then gangsters started talking on phones. Then they started tapping phones. So, I mean, I don't think that it's necessarily a thing where Instagram gangs are fucking doing something crazy on Instagram. I mean, it's the new technology, the internet. Like last night, we was talking about how you receive fucking packages of weed through the mail and shit. You know, like it's always the gangs and the streets always gonna use new technology. And the rap gang, they would have been really the gang that them trying to keep breaking to the rap gang. They used him. They was trying to they used him and he used them. He got to play a tough guy, and they got to be in the rap game. They got to fly around and fucking they'll have parties and be on stage and shoot videos and shit and rep their hood and take their hood nationwide and worldwide. And he got to act like he was a tough guy. You know? They both benefited. It was a symbiotic relationship. A symbiotic relationship. You know? There was a time when he wouldn't have made it to court, but they snatched him up. I think he was about to not make it to court. You forgetting he was about to not make it to court. If Jim Jones would have had his way, Tekashi wouldn't have made it to court. If they heard Jim Jones talking that shit on that fucking wire, and they said, we gotta pull this nigga out. We gotta pull Tekashi out now, man. We gotta get him now. He ain't gonna make it to court. And lucky for Jim. Could you imagine if they had actually done something to him? Jim is lucky. Jim is lucky. Because he would have ordered the hit. And that'd have been conspiracy to commit murder. Jim is lucky. Jim is hella lucky that they didn't end up doing something to him. Yeah. But rappers want to be down with gangs, man. Rappers want to be down with gangs, and gangsters want to be down with rappers. It's a symbiotic relationship. Gangsters can't rap. It's a few gangsters that can rap. It's a few of them. And the gangsters that can rap are usually too hard. Their raps are usually too hard, or they end up getting killed, or they go to jail. So gangsters it's really hard for them, a real gangster, and I'm talking about real gangsters. I'm not talking about like hood dudes and dudes that like from the neighborhood and shit. I'm talking about fucking niggas that's involved. Okay? It's really hard to make it as a gangster because you're going to get killed or you're going to do a bunch of time. Or you being a gangster. And that's what you, like, some dudes enjoy being a gangster. They not looking for a way out of the game. They may be looking for an investment. Some gang, see that whole shit, I'm trying to do rap so I don't have to play the streets. That's not like really gangster. Real gangsters is like, yo, I want to invest in a rapper so I can make more fucking money. Or so I can embezzle my drug money. But I'm still a gangster. Nah, Nick Cannon. Yeah, Jim Jones is just a fucking I didn't know Jim Jones was that fucking high up in the food chain though. I was shocked by that. I knew Jim Jones was a hood dude, but I didn't know his rank was that high. I'm not even gonna lie, I was personally shocked that he was a shot caller. Or he was a consigliere or a advisor or somebody who they fucking listen to and shit. I was shocked by that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was just a nigga from the hood, a nigga, rap nigga, you know, yada yada yada, whatever. Might have dibbled and dabbled a little bit, but ain't no fucking major figure and shit. I was surprised by that. I was surprised he was somebody that they, you know, that had to say so, had a say in operations and shit. What's up? What's going on, Dublin? What's up, Fly Bloom? Yeah, I was surprised by that, man, because that phone conversation, like, that shit was candid. He didn't know, like, you can't fake them conversations because they didn't know they were being recorded. So it's not, those phone conversations are 100% authentic because they had no idea they were being recorded. And he had a lot of fucking, like, the nigga was on the phone, the nigga Mel Murder was sounding like when he was on the phone, he sounded like he was talking to his fucking father and shit. He had the nigga, I mean, I know Mel Murder's a motherfucking real nigga, but Mel Murder sounded like he was talking to his father. And I was like, damn, okay, Jimmy. That was a shocker to me. I mean, I was totally shocked. I'm not even gonna lie about that. You know me, I don't know. I don't gotta be the YouTuber that know everything. I don't gotta be the YouTuber that's always right. Even though I was right that he wasn't gonna get time served. Even though I was right that Tekashi wasn't gonna get time served, but I'm not that YouTuber where I gotta be right about everything. Shit, I am not that YouTuber where, see, I told you. I will tell you sometimes, but I don't have to be right about everything. I'm right most of the time just anyway. Most of the time I'm just right anyway, so it don't matter. But I don't have to tell you that all the time. Sometimes I will tell you. Sometimes I tell you. But I was definitely shocked at Jimmy. I was like, damn, Jimmy out here fucking in the mix and shit. What's up, Cyrus? What's up, W? Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, because it's no big deal, man. Like, nigga, I be around niggas, man. When you around niggas, you always gonna be wrong. Like, niggas, they always gonna fucking argue you down and shit. So it ain't like I be in environments where motherfuckers, I always be right anyway. It ain't like I'm coming from a place where motherfuckers just like, yeah, man, you right. I'm from a place where the dumb nigga get loud and shit. And just overtalk you and shit. And yell louder than you and shit. Call you names and shit. And that's how they win the argument. So I don't even care. Everybody hit the like button. Everything's cool, man. I'm doing good, man. How about yourself, man? Yeah, niggas don't like to admit when they wrong, and it comes. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Remember we talked about the Dunning-Kruger effect? How many of y'all remember I told y'all about the Dunning-Kruger effect? If you get a chance, look up the Dunning-Kruger effect. I'm driving, but the Dunning-Kruger effect is that basically why niggas can't admit that they're wrong. It's a psychological thing, you know? So niggas, the Dunning-Kruger effect. It explains perfectly why niggas can never admit that they're wrong. Yeah. A nigga saying some shit like, all right, man. Fuck, all right. Fuck. That's a win. A nigga take a win, a nigga fight you to take a win. If a nigga feel like he more thorough than you, like say a nigga out here busting his gun or whatever, or he out here in the streets and he think he a tough guy, he'll use the specter of him doing something to you to get a win in an argument about some fucking rap shit. Or about who the best quarterback. Who the best quarterback, Deshaun Watson or fucking Lamar Jackson? A nigga fucking be ready to shoot your ass over that shit. Or fight at least. And it'll be a nigga who don't know nothing about the game. This nigga don't know what the fucking quarterback rating is. He don't know what a QBR is. That nigga don't know the fucking third down position. He don't know efficiency, the completion percentage. It's just some nigga that just fucking, some random nigga will fight you over that shit. Yeah, you gotta, that comes with time, you know what I mean? Knowing that you don't know nothing comes with time, man. Knowing that you don't know nothing. That's one of the best things you can learn. Knowing that you don't know nothing. Once you figure out that you don't know shit, you ready to go. You in good shape. Because a lot of the things you think you know are fucking wrong. And they're leading you in the wrong direction from the jump. You can't even get close to being right because you wrong from the jump. That's why I did that. That's why I did that video, them straight game videos, because a lot of things dudes think about women is wrong. A lot of things dudes think about women is wrong. And you can't fucking meet no women if you thinking certain shit about women and you dead wrong, you ain't gonna meet no women. Cause you ain't even gonna get it in the door. You can't even get past go. So it's like that. That's how life is. A lot of shit we think is preventing us from even getting past go. Fuck buying Park Place and Boardwalk. You can't even fucking get past go. Well, yeah, man. But yeah, Tekashi though, about Tekashi, man. Tekashi's sick right here. He's sick, man. Tekashi's sick. But he feeling a lot better. He not, I wouldn't say he's sick. He got a tummy ache. He ain't as sick as he would have got if that judge would have said 5 years or 10 years. I think Tekashi actually came off good. I mean, he earned it, but he earned it by giving him all that information. But for him to do the rest of this next year, he gonna get out at the end of next year. That ain't shit. And then he gonna come out. He done ran with some gangsters. He done did some time. He gonna feel like he a gangster. Trust me. And that's all he want, is to feel like a gangster. That's all he really want, is to feel like a gangster. Some dudes, that's enough for them. And buffering. Tell me when I stop buffering. Tell me when I stop buffering. Nah, he's still gonna do the gangster rap. He's still gonna do cause you remember, gangster rap ain't really gangster. Like he's still gonna run around talking all that gangster shit in the rap songs. That ain't gonna stop. Trust me, that shit is not going to stop. He gonna keep talking gangster shit in rap songs and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna, nigga, that shit ain't gonna, I'm telling you. All he gotta do is have enough confidence to keep going forward. If he got enough confidence to keep going forward, he gonna outlast he gonna do like Rick Ross did. Everybody thought once it came out that Rick Ross was the CEO, that was the end of it. Rick Ross just kept going and kept going and kept going. Before you knew it, it didn't even fucking matter. It didn't even fucking matter. If you keep going, if you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, you gonna outlast the motherfuckers. You gonna find Jesus like Kanye? Nah. That dude, he too young for that. That's some shit. He's still like 24, 25. That's some shit that's gonna happen in his 30s. I think he found Jesus in jail. Now, don't get me wrong. I think since he's been in jail, he been praying to Jesus. Now, don't get me wrong on that. He been praying to Jesus every fucking second of the day since he been locked up. Don't get me wrong there, but What I'm saying is, I don't think he gonna become a Christian rapper or nothing like that. But yeah, he done definitely done found fucking Jesus. This nigga, this nigga definitely done found Jesus. You kidding me? You can't be in the position he was in, surrounded by all them fucking niggas that'll kill your ass. All them niggas would have killed his little ass if they had a chance. And he knew it too. When you hear Tekashi on them tapes, he talk to them niggas with respect, don't he? You ain't never hear Tekashi talking shit to none of them niggas. You ain't even hear Tekashi joking around with none of them niggas. He ain't even used to joke off when TMZ and shit and them wasn't around and it was just him and them niggas. That nigga ain't even used to he ain't used to fucking talk with no bass in his voice. Salute, Chris Martins. You think he gonna get? I don't think so, Chris. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Chris. I just don't think so, man. I don't think he's gonna get axed, man. I'm sorry, man. I just don't see it, man. I think that's what the gang want to do to him, but we'll see, man. We will see. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But you know the streets is gonna catch up to him, because eventually the streets is like the house. The house always wins. You know what I'm saying? The street, that's kind of like the best way to describe the streets. The streets is like the house, and the house always wins. So as long as you trying to be a gangster, as long as you trying to see what's gonna happen, he gonna keep. If he did what you said, become a Christian rapper and just fucking disappear into the fucking Christendom and go away, he might have a chance. But he's not gonna be able to do that. He done already signed a $10 million deal. He gotta produce some content. He gotta go on tours. He gotta do shit. He gotta stay in the limelight. So that's always going. And the house always wins, man. The house always wins when you into that gangster shit. Look at Shotty and them. They all in jail doing 15 years. The house always wins, man. Look at Mel Murder. Look at Shotty. Look at Roe Murder. Look at Fuquan. Look at Bats. Look at Nipsey Hussle. That gang shit, the house always wins, man. You might be up $1 million. You keep gambling, you gonna lose it all. You could be. How many of y'all know that about the casinos? You could be up $2 million. If you do not walk the fuck away from that table, if you don't get your ass up and run away from that table, don't even cash in your check and cash in your chips. Get up, grab all your chips, and run out the door. You can come cash your chips in another day. The only way you can win is to get up from the table and run the fuck out the casino. Because if you play one more hand, look at Nipsey Hussle. He played one hand bad. He played one bad hand, a little fucking meaningless game of craps. Him talking to that dude was the equivalent of a fucking coin flip, putting $1 million on a coin flip. I got $1 million just bounce on heads. Or it was the equivalent of him shaking some dice and say, I got $1 million, I roll a 7. And that's probably what's gonna get Tekashi, is the not being able to fucking leave that gang shit alone. And that's what's coming for Jimmy. Jimmy better be careful too. Jim Jones better be fucking careful, man. Jim need to just leave that shit alone too. Jimmy need to operate like his phone, all his phones tapped. If Jim think that they not fucking, if Jim Jones think he not on the investigation, he gotta be the dumbest motherfucker in the world. Jim Jones gotta be the dumbest motherfucker that ever walked the face of the earth if he believed for 1 second he's not currently under investigation. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z, leave that shit alone. Jay-Z don't dibble and dabble. Jay-Z done left that shit all the way the fuck alone. Look at T.I. T.I. dibbled. He tried to dibble back in and buy some guns and shit. He almost got a fucking shitload of time. The house always wins when you're dealing with the streets. The house always wins. Yeah, I seen those videos on fucking Vlad about the Haven and shit, talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z was a real nigga. Jay-Z was a real fucking nigga. You can tell Jay-Z was a real nigga. Reasonable Doubt, man. That's one of my favorite albums of all time, Reasonable Doubt. I've always listened to Reasonable Doubt. It was like a Bible to me at one point. Reasonable Doubt was like the Bible, literally. Like when I was coming up, that shit was like my Bible. I always knew Jay-Z was a real nigga because the shit he say in his raps, you can only know those things. You can only know that shit if you really like. You can't get that shit by just being from the neighborhood. Or just looking out the window or having a cousin who's. You gotta be intimately involved to know the things that Jay-Z was saying on Reasonable Doubt. Yeah, if you own the Reasonable Doubt was such a was like a Bible, man, classic. Yeah, man, classic, man. That's the difference between Jay-Z and Nas. Nas was from the hood, and Jay-Z was a fucking involved. Nas wasn't out there selling moving keys and fucking hanging with fucking killers and shit. But but it's okay. That's good. I mean, it's good. I mean, Nas still alive, so it's like it's good. Two twos. That shit was the shit. Was big. My favorite is You Can't Knock the Hustle. The joke with Mary J. Blige. Yeah, you can't knock the hustle, man. Jigga, man. Jigga was my nigga, boy. That nigga spit the game on that jump. What's the jump? Dead Presidents Part 1 and 2. You gotta listen to both Dead Presidents. You can't just listen to one. You gotta listen to Both them joints. Both them joints is fucking ill. About to start stitching at you. About to start bitching at you. I forgive you, weak ass. Hustling just ain't you. If it wasn't for the fast cars and honeys that shake their ass and bars, you wouldn't be involved with the underground killers, carriers of Mac Millers, East Coast bodyers, West Coast cap pillars. That nigga was tough on that shit. And if you listen to them rappers, you gonna get the game, man. The rappers gonna give you the game now on how to survive and the do's and don'ts. It's some shit you can't avoid. It's some shit. It's some shit you can't avoid. You know, yeah. He said, you want pudding like Cosby. Well, who wouldn't? With that tight, he's what he say. He say, with that type of talk, you probably ain't got no pudding. Niggas got them type of dreams in jail. You in the streets, nigga, make your moves, get your mail. Niggas wanna cruise in the SL but can't post bail. Niggas wanna roast the L but scared to hold your toast. Well, I'm here to tell you that it ain't all swell. See, it's heaven and then there's hell. Yeah, Jay-Z. When you listen to that shit, you can see now that how he became who he was. His rap was a little bit different than the other niggas. Like there was a lot of great rappers. Like Kool G Raps was a great rapper, but Jay's was a little different. Kool G Rap was a bad motherfucker though. But Jay's was just a little different, man. Jay's was a little different, man. Just a little different. Like Raekwon, Ghostface, niggas like that, they could rap their asses off. But Jay was just a little bit different. He had that insight, man. Yeah, don't be emotional, stack money. And Jay will cut your ass off. That's a thing, too. Jay will cut you off. Oh, it's a new Gangstar album? I love Gangstar. Gangstar was my group coming up. He did it just to get a rap. That joint, he did it just to get a rap. That was my joint. I was like, damn. When I first heard that shit, I was like, damn. Niggas out here fucking killing just to get a rap. That shit terrified me. Scandalous. Money, greed, and lust. In this trife life, it ain't nobody you can trust. Plus, it's just no just us, it's just us. In fact, watching your back, it be your must. And every single day around the way, gas blus. And jealous motherfuckers try to set you up. It's called betrayal. Betrayal. You said you put in more work than Pedro, bro. You said you put in more work than Jay-Z. That might be true. I mean, it's a lot of niggas put in more work than Jay-Z, but he was involved though. He was involved as you could tell he was involved by his lyrics. The shit he say and the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say and the shit he do say. And Jay-Z ain't never went out like no poo butt. One thing about Jay-Z ain't never went out like no sucker. Jay-Z ain't never went out like Willie Lump Lump. Flowing like brass with the mass appeal. Jay-Z never went out like Willie Lump Lump. Jay-Z never took an L, yo. Jay-Z never got shot while he was a rapper. He never got shot. He never got snuffed. He never lost a battle except for Ether. Ether is the only thing. Ether like his only L. That's like his only L, Ether. And the reason Ether is even an L is because the way Nas slow walked that jump. Nas ain't fucking just come out. Nas, he was patient on that jump. He ain't even come out the first verse and bomb him. He slow walked that joint. But oh, he said Beyonce said, nah, that was a win. He ain't fighting no girl. Jay-Z ain't gonna hit no girl, man. Jay-Z ain't even lose his composure, man. That girl act crazy, man. Jay-Z was like, oh, the fuck, this crazy, get this crazy bitch. That wasn't no L. That was a W. All Jay-Z did was just like, oh shit. You know why she was hitting him? Because he was fucking him. He was cheating on Beyonce. This nigga was cheating on Beyonce. That nigga Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce. He got caught cheating on Beyonce. And that bitch, she stayed with him and shit. And her sister tried to beat him up. Cheating on Beyonce was some Becky with the good hair. I don't know. But look. All I'm saying is Jay-Z, that wasn't no L. That fucking elevator fight wasn't no L. Yeah, Jay-Z will cut your ass off. I'm telling you, that's a skill, man. Look how many niggas Jay-Z left in the dust. So you gotta be able to cut niggas off. Yeah, we came up together. Yeah, nigga, all that shit, all the memories and shit. But nigga, you ain't fucking, you ain't right for this mission, man. They gotta let you go, then. Jay-Z cut your ass off quick. He'd cut bait, cut weight. That nigga ain't give a fuck. And that's a skill. A lot of people look at that as a bad thing. That's a good thing, man. Cause some of them niggas, like, look at Dame Dash. Look at how fucking much of a fucking Bama ass asshole Dame Dash turned out to be. Remember back when they first split up, him and Jay-Z first split up, we didn't really know how much of a fucking herb, what they call it in New York, a herb? How much of a fucking Bama Llama Dame Dash, just an asshole Dame Dash was. Jigga knew it. Jigga would have never been nowhere where he at fucking following, being under Dame Dash. He like, man, let me get away from this nigga, man. Cut Dame Dash out the picture. That nigga a herb. That nigga was a herb. Oh shit. Yeah, but Dame is good for himself. Dame a $2 million nigga. He a nigga that have a couple $1 million. I ain't here to shit on Dame, like, as far as he doing his thing, but He ain't no $1 billion nigga. You ain't gonna get no billions fucking with Dame. You get a couple million fucking with Dame, but that's about it. Dame will get you a couple million. Dame will have you buying out the bar and shit and taking baths in champagne and shit like that. But you ain't gonna motherfucking buy, you ain't gonna fucking be no fucking billionaire fucking with Dame Dash. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via PayPal or Super Chat, man. I'm giving you this real honest game, man. Giving you the real game, man. Robert H, man, definitely, man. Hit the like button and subscribe. And when you subscribe, click all. Because when you subscribe, it asks you, do you want to be notified of all my videos? Make sure you click all when you subscribe. And hit the bell notice. When you hit the bell, click all. Yeah, man, I'm giving you the game, man. He said, who's this fat nigga? You stupid as shit. That nigga said, I ain't fat, motherfucker. I'm portly, okay? I'm portly, my nigga. You said, who this fat nigga? I'm portly, okay? I'm portly. I ain't fat. I'm rotund, nigga. I'm burly. I definitely ain't fat. He said adult cartoon. That shit'll be boring as fuck, nigga. That shit'll be boring as fuck. A cartoon of a nigga making YouTube videos all day. A cartoon of a nigga making YouTube videos all day. You want to see a nigga wake up, scratch his ass, take a shower, take a shit, then be like, damn, I should have took this shit before I got in the shower. Take another shower, eat some breakfast, and start making videos. That ain't enough content for no damn cartoon. You know? It'll be good though. I'll watch it. Yeah, that's a weed dealer. That's kind of like, I used to be a weed dealer, man. I used to sell that shit, man. That is interesting how that shit is similar. Except, you know, with weed, man. I enjoyed selling weed when I wasn't smoking, man. When I smoked weed, man, these fucking years just go by, days just go by. I enjoyed selling weed when I wasn't smoking, when it was just all business. I don't miss it though. I don't miss selling weed, man. That shit is fucking pain in the ass, man. You always on call. You be going somewhere, somebody call you, they want some weed. And weed different. It depends on if you got a shop, if you got a spot, or if you mobile. Some niggas stand on the corner. Some niggas set up a shop in a house or whatever. And some niggas work off their cell phone or their pager back in the day. Pager or cell phone. I was the type of nigga, I set up shops. I have a spot. You come up to the fucking window. Or you come to the door and you wait in the foyer. And we bring you the shit out. Or you come up to the window in the back and you press the buzzer on the window and something. You stick the money through the little slot. You can buy cannabis oil in the fucking down the street from my house. There's a fucking store sell cannabis oil. I was thinking about getting some of that shit, but then I was like, nah, man. Ever since I quit smoking, man, I've been better off, man. I get more accomplished, man. Weed make you lazy as fuck, man. Weed makes you lazy, Jack. It ain't no doubt about it. It ain't no two ways about it, my nigga. It ain't no two ways about it. My G. Weed makes you lazy. Nah, I see. The thing about it is they gotta do surveillance for 6 months before they can send somebody in to bust in your door. So they gotta do surveillance for 3 months. So it's gonna take them 3 months to catch on to you, and then you got 3 months of surveillance they gotta do before they can come kick in the door. So, what the dude that I used to work for before I did my own thing. He just set up a shop here, moved somewhere else for 6 months to a year, then moved to another spot. And these joints was in the hood too. That's the fucked up part about them joints though. A spot like that joint gotta be in the fucking hood. That joint gotta be in the hood, man. You gotta be those spots don't work in areas where it's not hood because people will snitch on you and shit like that. That joint gotta be in the hood where motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, there's people outside, niggas getting shot, there's other niggas doing a whole bunch of other shit going on. If you do that shit in like a quiet residential neighborhood, middle class neighborhood, they was gonna notice all these scraggly ass niggas walking up to this one house, going around the back, and then being back there for like a minute and then coming back out, or going up in this one house and coming right back out. They gonna notice all that shit in a good neighborhood. You gotta have that shit in the hood though. That's the only problem with that shit. Having a spot like that, you have that shit in the hood where shit like that don't look out of place. And where neighbors don't really ain't liable to fucking dime you out. Yeah, weed, man. $20 bag of weed, man. $5 bag of weed. I done sold it all, man. Nickel bags, dime bags, dubs. I stopped selling weed in 07, man. Nigga, I stopped selling weed in 07, my nigga. Okay? Hard, 06. Pounds. You know, moving pounds and shit. And I had different hustles depending on what I was doing at the time. Sometimes I'd be moving weight. Because you got to have a connect, man. If you ain't got no good connect, you dead, man. You need a good connect, man. That fucking connect out in Arizona, getting them shits for $400 a pound. That's how you make your money. You get the cheap price. You get the cheap price. And you gotta be a good nigga though. If your name bad, it ain't gonna work because you gonna inevitably need somebody to fucking front you something. You gonna take losses. You gonna get your house gonna get raided. The police gonna take all your shit. A nigga gonna rob you. You gonna get robbed. You can't hustle without getting robbed. or burglarized. And it's gonna be people you know. All the times my house got my spot got burglarized. All the times it got burglarized. And I came home and all my shit gone and my shit turned upside down. All the time my shit got burglarized or a nigga I knew house got ran in, it was always somebody that knew them. It ain't no motherfucking body off the street that just gonna come rob your ass like that. It's a nigga that know you. So you gonna get robbed. Don't jump. Don't try to sell no motherfucking weed in no motherfucking black neighborhood and shit. And think oh you gonna be doing that shit for years and shit, and you ain't gonna get robbed, or you ain't gonna get fucking your shop ran in. I didn't even look at that shit as an L. I ain't even look at that shit as an L, man. I know so many people that had it worse. They got killed. I know people that got fucking killed. Their girlfriend got killed just for being in the house at the wrong time. People that got duct tape. Niggas' mothers done got duct tape. Listen, man. I don't consider none of that shit an L. Anything that happened to you. Cause the real hustler gonna bounce back. That was my thing, always bounce back. Niggas steal all your shit. You go to your connect, you be like, let me hold something. Niggas just stole all my shit. And then that same night you got some more weed and niggas look like, what the fuck? Cause it's niggas that's around you that done did the shit. So they looking at you like, the fuck? Now you watching them and they don't need weed no more. They used to come to you and smoke up all your weed. All of a sudden they ain't coming around smoking up your weed no more. All of a sudden this bum ass nigga got a new pair of tennis shoes. Or he done went to the auction and bought himself a fucking Oldsmobile or some shit. Or a Pontiac. And you like, oh, okay. He the one that got me. He was in on it at least. He might not have done it, but he was in on it. Cause you can tell niggas cannot disguise their nefarious activities, man. They can't disguise it. What's up, G? Chris G? Yeah. You say your plug will eventually rob you as well as part of the game? I don't know about that. Your plug rob you? Put it like this. If you got some niggas around you, like say for instance you got pounds and shit, right? Like at one time I was getting like 10 pounds at a time or something, right? And then I break them down and sell it, and then I go back. But it was niggas around me, little niggas, hangers on. And they could see the shit. You can't hide the shit. You selling weed. Niggas, your boys is right there. They fucking with you. They see you counting the money. They see you where you stash the money at. They see where the weed at. They see all that shit. You smoking them out. They ain't never got to worry about no weed. They smoking good. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't pay them niggas bills and shit. You can't help greed. Greed, nigga. What did Frank say in Scarface? What's the first thing Frank told Scarface when they was sitting in the club? When they was sitting in the club. And he was, and Frank was showing, was going around the club, looking around the club, pointing out all the gangsters. He was like, yeah, the Diaz brothers, so-and-so, yada, 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 this one, that one. Frank told Scarface, Never underestimate the other guy's greed. You can never underestimate the other guy's greed. Or like if you a nigga, you can never underestimate the other guy's hate. Never underestimate the other guy's greed. Never underestimate his hate. The hatred niggas have from watching you counting money. You got pounds of weed. You got stacks of money. You buying clothes and not even wearing them. Because you wear the same shit every day. When you a hustler, you wear the same thing every day. A real hustler, a real grinded out hustler, ain't getting fresh in no fucking Gucci, different Gucci outfit every day. That's like for fucking coke dealers and shit. That's like if you selling coke or some shit and you motherfucking moving keys and shit, or you a kingpin or something. If you just a motherfucking weed dealer and you just selling, grinding out, you gonna wear the same jeans every day. You might change your shirt, take a shower and shit. You ain't worried about that shit. You grinding. So you stacking. Niggas around you see that shit. They feel like they could. This the thing about it, though, the funny part about it. Nobody that ever stole from me ever came up off of it. Nobody who ever stole from me ever came up. A nigga never stole some pounds from me and took them pounds, started selling them, and was on. A nigga always stole from me and was right back broke a couple months later. Was right back broke a couple months later. I was back on before they was broke. I mean, by the time they was spending all the money, I was back on where I was. He said, best not discuss drug if I'm around. Statute of limitations ain't expired. I snitch. You can snitch on me, bro. They don't want me, man. Everything I'm talking about is fucking 12, 15 years old, man. I ain't talking about nothing from last week. You can snitch on me, bro. Yeah. You can snitch on me, man. What's up, Jalen? Champ of content. And snitching don't even work like that. You go down to one of these precincts in D.C., trying to tell them something, they gonna kick your ass out the precinct. It don't work like that, man. You gotta get caught to snitch. You gotta get caught to snitch. Or you gotta call their tip line or something. And then they still ain't gonna do shit. They probably gonna send a motherfucking patrol car to ride past, and he gonna ride past slow and keep going and be like, ain't nothing to see here. Ain't nothing wrong with being a snitch, man. Just do you, man. Snitch is part of the game, man. Y'all niggas is intricately woven into the game. Y'all part of the game, man. It wouldn't be the game without snitches. Rats and shit. I ain't gonna call you a rat either. I ain't gonna call you a rat either. I ain't never I ain't never called a nigga a rat if he ain't snitch on me directly. I don't do that. If you ain't snitch on me directly and you ain't in my paperwork and you ain't the reason I can't go to trial because you gonna testify against me, then I got a cop because it ain't no point. If you gonna testify, I'm fucked. I don't call nobody no snitch unless I seen paperwork. I'm from DC, nigga. DC don't do that shit. DC, you don't call nobody no snitch unless you got no paperwork. You don't do that here, man. You don't call nobody no snitch if you ain't got no motherfucking paperwork, man. If you say snitch, you better pull that shit out like, you better be ready to be like, he a snitch. You better be able to be like that. You better have the paperwork already out. Cause niggas do not like hearing that shit here, man. They don't want to hear about no snitching if you ain't got no motherfucking paperwork to back that shit up. That shit is a no-no. Yeah, I mean, it's just a no-no, man. Only person might do that is some like young little bam ass, like little weirdo motherfucker. You can't be around no niggas in the streets. Now, it used to be like that. They used to throw snitching around all the time. They used to talk snitch, so-and-so snitch, so-and-so snitch, this. That shit just changed like the last 10 years. You don't call nobody no motherfucking snitch if you ain't got no motherfucking paperwork on hand. Not, I'm going to go get the paperwork. I'm going to be right back. Hold on, my man got the paperwork. Let me call him. If you ain't got the paperwork on hand, don't call nobody no fucking snitch. Because not only is that person going to get mad, but other niggas going to get mad. Other niggas going to get mad. Because it's like who smelt it, dealt it. It's like a fart. You the one talking about some, damn, who just farted? And then when you farted, it's whoever smelt it, dealt it. You can call Tekashi a snitch because you've seen him snitch. Like, you have the paperwork. Everybody has seen the paperwork on Tekashi. I'm talking about a nigga on the street. A regular Joe Blow. You can't call him no snitch unless you got paperwork. You got that paperwork. If you don't got that paperwork, you can't call nobody no snitch. That shit dangerous, man. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what got him killed. But if he was from DC, he would have never did that shit. He would have never did that shit if he was from DC. He would have never did that shit. Not in 2019. Yeah, ain't nothing happening to these dudes, man. Ain't nothing happening. We're going to see, though. We're going to see. One thing for sure, we are going to see. Because he getting out in a year. So we're going to see. Look, man, I don't even really like care who's snitch, man. Like anything going on in the streets, man. I'm so far removed from anything. Like only thing I was ever involved in was my personal shit. I wasn't never like fucking involved in no neighborhood beefs and shit like that and cliques and crews. I've always been, about my shit. My own shit. My own thing. I know niggas that was down with different cliques in different neighborhoods. That shit get messy, man. Claiming blocks and shit. Claiming this and claiming that. Nah, fuck all that shit. I'm just a nigga sitting with my finger on the trigger, make enough moves, then my pockets getting bigger. Yeah, the Bloods, I think the Bloods didn't know. The Bloods, I mean, they gangsters. They just fucking hood niggas, man. They was just in it. It was all happening so fast. One thing led to another. Next thing, this nigga was the hottest thing. Then the TMZ coming around. These niggas enjoy. These niggas going to the fight. They getting all type of media exposure. Shit happened so fast. And these young dudes too, man. What, the oldest one was Mel Murder? Mel Murder like in his mid-30s. Shotty, what, 31? Shotty dumb as a brick. 31, that nigga don't know shit, man. 31, you don't know a fucking thing. Yeah. Yeah. What did it say? Funk rap is real. Watch the herbs stand still. Never talking to lames. Cause the words of man kill. True to the game. As long as blood is blue in my veins. I drink a Heineken brew. To my deceased crew. Memory lane. Yep. Yep. Man, fuck, who cares what Shotty look like, man? That girl, he was fucking out both pants legs once he got with 6ix9ine. That nigga Shotty was fucking like he ain't never fucked before once he got with 6ix9ine. Them niggas was going city to city, grabbing all the groupies out the stage, all the groupies out the crowd. Them niggas was grabbing all the groupies out the crowd. Come on, Ma, you coming with us back to the hotel. Shotty was fucking out of both pants legs, man. What he got with 6ix9ine, man? But yeah, man, let me get out of here, man. It's been real, man. I'm gonna come back later on the other channel, man. He said straight red balls. That nigga stupid. He said straight red ball, right? Straight red balls, nigga, and Latinas and shit. Nothing darker than the palm of my hand, nigga. Them niggas telling bitches, let me put my hand up to your face. I'll bet you too dark. straight Arabs, Latinos, and fucking biracial bitches. Facts, my G. Niggas get that money. Nigga get that money. Nigga ain't fucking no dark skin bitches though. But that's fucked up too, man. I hate that shit. That shit is fucked up. Dark skin broads. A couple niggas. Cameron was fucking with a dark skin broad. Jimmy got him a little brown skin joint. Couple of them niggas got them a little dark skin broad, but 90% of them niggas, they get some money. They might not even fuck with no light skin bitches. Light skin bitches, because you could always fuck light skin bitches. Any hood nigga, any nigga was fucking light skin bitches. But them niggas want the biracials. When they get that money, they like, fuck light skin bitches. I want me a biracial. Light skin bitches is like dark skin bitches once you get money. When you get money, the roles switch. When you ain't got no money, it's light skinned bitches is tops, and then dark skinned bitches is next. When you get money, biracial bitches is top, and then light skinned bitches become the dark skinned bitches. Light skinned bitches is the new dark skinned bitches when you get some money. That's sad. I hate to say it, man. I like dark skinned chicks. Listen, that's not me. I'm just going by what I see, man. I've been around some niggas that got some money before. And it's a fact. When you get some money, it's something about light-skinned bitches and something about biracial bitches, too. They know how to make themselves useful and shit. What's up, degenerate? Like, dark-skinned bitches don't know how to make themselves useful to a nigga that got some money. For some reason, biracial bitches know how to make a nigga. They know how to make themselves useful and shit. Biracial bitch start counting your money. She put all your ones in one pile, all your fives. You come home, she be like, I bagged up all your weed. And I put all your ones in one pile and all your fives in another pile and all your 20s over here. You're like, damn. And I called your Connect and I got you a better deal on on a pound. He came down $50 on a pound. Like, what? Damn, biracial bitch. Thanks a lot. It ain't just their looks. It's their looks that do get you to want to fuck them. But if you a nigga with some money, you gonna fuck bitches and just let them go. Like you fuck bitches all the time if you getting money. Them biracial bitches know how to stick around, man. I give you that. Them biracial bitches know how to stick around. It's that white craftiness. They get that craftiness from their white parent. A dark-skinned bitch meet a nigga that's a millionaire and won't give him no pussy on the first night. Dark-skinned bitch meet a nigga that's a billionaire. And then go to the club and shit. That nigga come home pissy drunk. He try to fuck. She like, You like, bitch, what? She's like, Light-skinned biracial bitches suck your dick from the back. Yeah, it won't give you no head. It'll give you some stiff-ass pussy, like some stiff pussy. Like some old uncomfortable pussy. You can't even stroke it right. You try and stroke, you like, she like, She's like, no, you like, put your legs, you argue with her. But dark-skinned bitch give you some pussy, you argue half the time. You ain't even fucking, you argue. You like, put your leg, like, no, move over here. All right. But put your leg. All right, turn around. No, just do. No, I would. No, keep stay. Don't move me like that. I had it. All right, well, just let me. All right, biracial bitch, you just be in there fucking. Yeah, her hair shit. Biracial bitch don't care. Her hair can get messed up. That that bitch don't care. Her shit can be messed up. Her shit get wet, it don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. Biracial bitch thinking like, damn, this nigga got some money. Let me think about how I can stick around. Dark skinned bitch thinking like, this nigga ain't, I don't hope this nigga don't think just because he got some money that I'm going to do X and Y, Z. Dark skinned bitch trying to prove that you ain't shit because you got money. A biracial bitch trying to prove why you should keep her around. Dark skinned bitch like, that nigga on. That nigga think because he got money that I'm just going to give him something. I don't care. He got no fucking money. It don't matter to me. Dark skinned bitch going to come to you. My aunt need $50. Can you let me borrow $50? Can you let my aunt borrow $50? Like, what? Bitch, what the fuck? I think dark skinned women are just as beautiful as light skinned women. I think a beautiful dark skinned woman is just as beautiful as a beautiful light skinned woman, and even more so because their skin got more texture and it's just Now I do think that like them biracial bitches, they smart, man. They smart. They thinking long term. They thinking long term and shit. She thinking about how the fuck she can stay in the mix. Cause she was raised by, that biracial bitch was raised by a white woman. A goddamn savage. White women savage. White women are savage, bro. They are savage. When I say savage, I mean like they shrewd. They know how to work the system. You say you prefer black chicks? Yeah, because you mixed. You like black chicks because you mixed. But you also like black chicks too. Let me tell you the reason you like black chicks, dark-skinned chicks, Cyrus. If you mixed, all the little black nappy-headed broads been on your dick since fucking first grade. When you a biracial nigga or a real light-skinned nigga, all the little dark-skinned girls been on your nuts since first grade. They treat you different. You having a different experience with a dark-skinned chick than a regular nigga having. When you a biracial nigga, you having a different experience. Like when a nigga my complexion meet LaQuisha, she's not the same as when you meet her. Even though she might be nice and she might be pleasant when I meet her, she gonna be extra nice because she want a baby. The one thing a dark skinned chick want more so than a dark skinned dude is a dark skinned chick want her kids to not have to go through what she went through. A dark skinned dude to a degree is like that, but the most dark skinned chicks. I mean, dark skinned chicks are like that to the nth degree. They grow up everything about how you look when you're a girl. That's how it's about how you look. So they grow up feeling like second class citizens. So the first thing, what they want some babies with a light skinned nigga so they can play in their kids' hair. It's more about the hair with them. With dark skinned chicks, it's not even about the complexion. It's about the hair. They want a motherfucking baby with some pretty hair. So they be sweating. I remember back at elementary school, them little light-skinned boys, they used to sweat the shit out them little light-skinned boys. And then they grow up and talk about colorism. It'd be funny. These dark-skinned chicks crazy. All through school, they be jocking the shit out of light-skinned niggas. Then they grow up and get on the internet and talk about colorism. That shit crazy, ain't it? Bitch, you been salivating over light-skinned niggas your whole life. Got the nerve to get on here and talking about some colorism. Girl, if you don't get the fuck on. But that's how life is. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. That's why I try not to call niggas bitch-ass niggas and all that shit. Because usually it's a bitch-ass nigga calling somebody a bitch-ass nigga. And usually it's a snitch calling somebody a snitch. And it's a faggot calling somebody a faggot. That's how life is. If you live long enough, or you be around different people and you pay attention close enough, it's usually what the person calling somebody something is usually has those traits. So it's no surprise that a bunch of dark-skinned chicks who've been fucking fantasizing and jocking light-skinned boys from kindergarten through 12th grade grow up and get on the internet and fuss about colorism. It makes perfect sense when you look at it like that. Yeah, the loudest people, loudest nigga in the room, weakest nigga in the room. Facts. Now, not every single time. If the toughest nigga in the room, sometimes is gonna have to raise his voice. But I'm talking about consistently, over time, over a extended period. Like if you in a room for an hour, the loudest nigga in the room or the weakest nigga in the room. Now, if you just bust in the room for 2 seconds, hey, oh, my bad, wrong room. You can't judge it like that. But if you in a room for an hour or you around some niggas or you in a car for some time, loudest nigga in the room usually is the weakest nigga in the room. That's true. Usually. It's not a hard, fast rule, but it's a generalization. Generally, yes. Loudest nigga in the room, weakest nigga in the room. Nigga calling you a faggot done suck 10 dicks. Nigga calling you a snitch, he done called the tip line. He done ratted on some niggas, all types of shit. Nigga calling you soft, praying to God you don't pull his card. That nigga be on you soft ass bitch ass nigga. Whole time that nigga inside like, please don't let this nigga pull my card, cause I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. Yes, sisters. I listen. I'm gonna do a live stream later. I'm gonna come back at y'all. I got to roll, but we gonna talk. We gonna chop it up about the. I'm gonna break it down to white girls for you. I'm gonna break white girls down for you later on. Everybody, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. I'm gonna break down white girls later on. All right. I'm gonna break white girls down later on for y'all. All right. I'm gonna break down white women for you. So I'll see y'all later, man. Hit the like button on the way out. If you want to support the channel, you can support the channel via PayPal or via the Super Chat. I'll see you guys later, man.